Hey guys, what is up? I'm Max.
I'm Wenji
and welcome back to Reacticorns. Today we're going to be checking out some more true story animations that actually happened.
I like these, they're very interesting.
Yeah, let's get into it. The first one is allergic to the sun.
We had allergic to water, now we're allergic to the sun.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Sophia, and when I was a kid, me and my family always took trips to the beach. I can still remember how much I loved building sandcastles and playing with those cute little crabs.
Oh, the crab's crying. They don't like being played with.
This is an activity that I know you can't relate to.
What do you mean?
Well, did your family take you to the beach a lot when you were a kid?
They took me to the beach a few times.
Oh, did they? Oh, you actually had a childhood this
What
time.
are you trying to say?
Oh, I thought you didn't have a childhood. Okay.
However, one day, I suddenly felt dizzy and noticed that I was completely covered in rashes and hives.
Oh no.
I got scared and ran to my mom to tell her that something was wrong.
Yeah.
However, my throat was so swollen that I couldn't even speak.
Oh
My
no.
parents saw that I was suffocating and
She's getting like an allergic reaction.
But suddenly one day.
When you're like, your throat closes up, right?
That's like a fully allergic reaction.
Yeah, that's crazy.
rushed me to the hospital. Luckily, the doctors were able to save my life.
Phew.
But a few hours later, I got diagnosed with solar urticaria, or sun allergy.
Urticaria.
It means that whenever UV light rays hit my skin, I get rashes that burn like fire. To make things worse, my sun allergy is so extreme that I can't leave the house unless it's nighttime, or unless I'm wearing a big sweatshirt that covers all of my skin.
Oh my gosh.
You can imagine how my whole life changed in an instant.
I would get so depressed. No sunlight, no vitamin D.
Yeah, I'd be fine. I don't get sunlight anyway. Who needs sunlight?
The worst thing was going to school, because all my classmates could play on the schoolyard while I had to stay inside my classroom with the curtains closed. I
Oh.
felt so lonely, and I couldn't even go to the cafeteria to eat with my classmates because it had such big windows and no curtains. Suddenly, I was a complete loner without friends.
How did she even get to school?
Yeah, good point. Maybe she drove in a fully blocked out car.
Okay.
I guess that's why I hated school, but life at home wasn't perfect either. I had to spend a lot of time with my evil brother. We hated each other, and he always told me that my sun allergy was ruining our family.
Wow.
Because
That's
we
weird.
couldn't go camping or go to the beach anymore. I also had nightmares where I tried to run away from the sun, but it would follow
at that
us
sun.
into our basement.
It looks pretty evil there.
Animation's so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
It looks like ghastly.
they could still go to the beach.
Just without her.
But then maybe they felt bad, like
Yeah,
that they were enjoying it without her.
Yeah, that's true.
Sun rays hit me, rashes would form on my arms,
Oh.
blue slime coming out.
Blue
And
slime?
then I would slowly melt like a snowman on a beach. But most of the
Well, that was a
time
dream.
I spent
Yeah.
laying in bed crying and wondering if any guy would ever be willing to date a misfit like me. I was about to give up on life.
Oh, look. You would date her.
Yeah, I guess so.
You wouldn't have
It
to
wouldn't
go-
be a problem for me.
You wouldn't have to go outside.
Yeah, just live indoors in a basement somewhere, watch Netflix.
But then my brother had his 13th birthday. My parents asked him if he had any wishes, and he said his only wish was to go back to the beach. My
Oh.
parents got mad at him and told him to be considerate of my sun allergy and to stop talking about the beach. But he started crying,
Get that.
pointed at me, and said I was an evil vampire that was scared of the sun and tried to suck the blood out of our family. I
Wow.
remember
Oh, that
feeling
is harsh.
so terrible.
The metaphors are real.
Yeah.
Terrible afterwards that I went to my mom and asked if she could bring me to a foster home because I didn't want to
Aw.
be a burden to our family anymore.
That's so
Luckily,
sad.
I have the greatest mom in the world, and she said that she would never ever leave me because she just loves me too much. I guess that's exactly what I needed to hear. Because the next day, I decided once and for all to stop being a victim of my sun allergy and to finally take control of my life again. I joined an indoor hockey team to make new friends.
Oh, that's smart.
Got a telescope and took my family out to the beach and watched the stars at night.
Oh, okay,
and I
that's
stopped
nice.
thinking of my sun allergy as something bad that happened to me. And instead, I started to think of it as something good that happened for me and that made me become a stronger person. Now I'm in college and people here are much more understanding. Some even think it's cool that I have a sun allergy. And there was one kid.
Like a real life vampire. Yeah, you could totally be like, hey, I'm a vampire.
Yeah, and you come out at
Date
night.
me. Wasn't that all the rage like
Yeah,
a while
vampires
back?
were kind of hot for a
Everyone
while.
loved vampires.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's about to talk about some cute guy.
Guy who approached me and said he always wanted to date.
Blue hair. Maybe I should get that colored hair. What do you guys think?
Oh, you've been trying to work that in for a few
Yeah, I know.
episodes.
I'm just trying to have a change in my life, you know?
Good-looking vampire like me.
Oh, see?
And I've also decided that if I should ever get married, that it will be during a solar eclipse. Because that would be so romantic. I guess it sounds crazy, but at this point in my life, I'm truly grateful for my sun allergy. It taught me that the events in our lives don't control us, but that it's all about how we react to those events. The first 2 years after I developed my sun allergy, I couldn't stop pitying myself, and I spent every night crying myself to sleep and wondering why life was so unfair to me. However, now I've realized that complaining about things you can't control doesn't make sense. It's a waste of time and energy. Instead, I try to only focus on those things that I do have control over, like studying for school or having a good time with my family, playing board games and making jokes. I just want to thank you for listening to my story. I hope you learned something from it.
Yeah, well, you know what I would do if I developed a sun allergy?
What?
I would just sleep during the day.
And then go out at night.
Yeah, and then wake up when the sun goes down, and then I'll have my full day ahead of me.
Yep.
And I'll make sure I'll move to a country where things stay open.
Yep.
So I can like go out, find vampire friends.
Yep. I mean, you almost do that already.
Yeah, I'm like, that kind of sounds like my life right now.
You just need a few more hours to like pass by before you sleep, and then you'll be the vampire. Alright, the next story is called I Became a Criminal and Got Caught.
I
Oh.
always struggled to make friends at school. I was that weird kid, you know, the one who sits in a corner looking at everyone else having fun, wishing they could join in.
Oh.
But by the time I went to high school, I'd given up on having a social life. And my weekends were spent binge watching anime on YouTube instead of going to the mall with everyone else.
Anime's
All
pretty
that
good.
changed
Yeah,
when
there's
the
nothing wrong with
members started
anime.
at School. She was really cool and outgoing, and everyone wanted to hang with her. So I was stunned when she came over to me and asked my name. I couldn't even answer at first because I was so surprised
Aw.
she wanted to talk to me. She sat next to me at lunch, even though she could have sat with anyone she wanted. We quickly became close friends. We talked so much in class, we get in trouble. And then we continued talking on Snapchat when we went home.
Oh.
I couldn't remember ever being this happy. Everyone needs a good friend, and I had the best. We started going to
This is like a strange story because I'm still thinking back to the title. I became a criminal and got caught. So far, this sounds like a very happy story.
Sounds like someone that found a friend.
I know. What happened?
the mall at the weekend. It was so much fun trying on clothes we were never going to buy, and testing makeup. But then one day,
Oh.
I tried on a top, and my friend told me how cute it looked on me.
Oh.
I really wanted to buy it, but I didn't have any money. She
Oh.
told me I should
Uh-oh.
just stuff it in my bag.
Oh.
I told her stealing was wrong, so we put the top back. But when we went to get a burger afterwards, she gave me the top.
Oh.
She'd stolen it for me.
Oh my
I
gosh.
didn't want to wear the top. Every time I looked at it, I thought,
What would you do?
Well, you know, half of me is like, it's really sweet for her to do that for me, right? Like, it's nice, but it's wrong.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would be very confused.
Would you dub your friend in?
Maybe you should be my friend. I would dub you in.
Oh, okay, but I wouldn't steal in the first place.
If I stole, would you dub me in?
I would just return it and not say anything. I sneakily return it.
thought how wrong it was to take it. But I didn't want to hurt my friend's feelings. So next time we went to the mall,
Oh.
I put it on. I had to admit it did look good on me. So while we were out, my friend dared me to steal some lip gloss because she liked
Oh.
the color. I didn't want to, but she told me that I owed her for getting me the top.
Oh.
I slipped it into my purse and then we left the store. My heart was pounding and I was sweating, thinking that any minute someone would come after us. But nobody did. After that first time, it got easier.
Oh.
Every weekend, my friends and I went to the mall.
Oh, she started doing it more often.
Yeah, I guess she didn't get caught, so she thought, you know.
Guys, don't do this, okay? This is not good. Don't learn from this girl.
And helped ourselves to whatever we wanted. We became even closer, and I loved being able to have everything all the other kids got. But that changed one day. I just swiped some stuff and went to leave the store. But just as I left, a security guard grabbed me.
Oh.
And my friend ran,
Oh.
leaving me all alone.
Oh,
Oof. It was so humiliating. They called my parents, and I've never seen them so angry. I had to sign some paperwork promising I'd never go back to the store again. I got lucky. They could have called the cops, and it would have been so much worse. My friend said sorry for running out on me, but it was never the same between us. The worst bit was I got into all that trouble, and all I took was a couple of candy bars. Now I'm too afraid to go anywhere near the mall, in case I get in trouble and I'm back to sitting on my own again. I wish I just said no when my friend asked me to steal for her.
well, you know what? You said you just stole a couple of candy bars, but you also said you stole every week and like
It was
got
a
a ton
lot
of
more
stuff.
than some candy
Yeah, I
bars. You
don't
just
feel
never
like
got
that's-
caught.
Yeah,
for
that's
yours.
not justification.
Oh, just don't steal.
No, don't steal.
That's what you get. Anyway, guys, those were some animated stories that actually happened. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned from them. We'll be back again tomorrow with another video.
And we'll see you guys then. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Love you.
Hey.